Hello and welcome to the video everyone. This is a demonstration for the project which I built for hackathon using n8n and BrightData. So what I built is a core researcher application. It will look the internet for a given research topic and gather information from the internet and uses LLM in order to create a summary of the research. So these are some of the research which has already been done in this application. So I can also show you the n8n workflow. So I created two workflows. So one is the main workflow which has BrightData as AI tool. So I'm using BrightData in three different AI tools. So here and also here. So this is a so it's actually a workflow which is being used as AI agent tool. Okay, so this is the actual workflow which is using BrightData. So this is like a sub workflow trigger. I'm new to n8n, so if I'm using some of the terminologies wrong, I'm really sorry for that. So actually I can ask a question so that I can show you like how exactly this works. So for that I will create a workload. Let me check if something is pinned. I think nothing is pinned. Yeah. So now this will wait for a webhook trigger. So I have this research question with me. I can ask that question over here. So it's just regarding CRISPR and how it can solve diabetes. So once I submit it, it will show me a research loading while this is getting done. So if you can see here, it is getting past all this, and now it is trying to gather some clinical trial information regarding our regarding our question. So we can see here in the logs it should be looking for CRISPR, gene editing, diabetes, drug development, genes and drugs, whatever. So this is actually the search query which the LLM itself uh, came up with. So right now the first tool is done, and now it is trying to gather literature information for that. So yeah, the bright data actually takes some time in order to do this Google AI search. So once that is done, it will combine both these searches, and so I have added another agent which will use the bright data optionally if it requires anything more information. So in this scenario it didn't require any more information, so it didn't trigger that. But these two agents I have given a prompt that it should actually use the bright data Google search. So I think it is done now. If I go to this page and refresh, uh, it should give us the actual research report. So here is the question, so it is completed, and this is the report which the AI generated based on the internet search. So yeah, that is the project about. So actually I can walk you through the architecture here. So this is the add table. So I'm using add table in order to store the questions and results. So I think our question should be here. Yeah, so CRISPR based gene editing is here. Now I can walk you through like how exactly this is done. So once so this is a Next.js application. Okay, so once a new research is submitted, it will create a new entry in Airtable with the research description, research ID, and status as processing without any results. And yeah, so it will be created at whatever created time is, and then this webhook will be triggered. So once this webhook is triggered, why is this not opening? Yeah, so I'm getting the research ID and research description. Okay, so research description is the question which the user actually asked in the front end, and based on that I'm checking whether it is a valid question. So you don't come up with something like some random stuff other than medical. I'm just restricting the research to medical and in the pharmaceutical kind of questions. So if it is not the case, it should throw a false here, and I'm just parsing the JSON output from the model. And if it is not a research question, it will update the R table that it is an invalid question. So here this valid thing, it will be false here. So once that is done, I mean, if it is actually a valid question, I will go down this log and okay, so it will do two things. So it will try to look for clinical trial, data from the internet based on the user description. So I mean, it's a typical agent. So here the actual agent which we are interested in is BrightData AI search. So this is a webhook trigger. So this is going to call this webhook, which is this one. So here, once this webhook is triggered, it will scrap the, I mean, it will use the BrightData, API in order to do the Google AI search. So this is a new kind of search which Google came up with. So it will do this Google AI search and it will create a snapshot in BrightData. So since this takes some time, what I did is checking whether the snapshot status is ready or not here. So I'm just monitoring for BrightData snapshot status. So if it is not done yet, I'm waiting for like 5 seconds, I guess. Let me check here. So yeah, I'm waiting for 5 seconds, and again I will check. So I mean, it's just a loop for, I mean, just wait 5 seconds, and because it sometimes takes 10 seconds, sometimes took 30 seconds. So I had this 5 seconds trigger with me. So once that is done, it will give you the AI answer here. So using that AI answer, uh, this model will come up with a summary of, I mean, whatever the answer was. So the same goes for literature research. So it just I mean, both have two different system prompts. So this system prompt specifically looks for clinical trial, and this system prompt now specifically looks for literature and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just combining these two outputs and I'm creating a result out of that. So this is the part where it will try to get some safety data. I mean, again, do some internet search. I mean, if it is required. So here I kept it optional. So here you can't see the tick mark over here because it is optional. So if it wants more information, it can do. If it's quite cool with the whatever summary it got, I mean, it's the AI just figuring that out. So that's how it's done. So once that is done, just trying to format some information here and updating the results in Airflow, which is this column, the results column. So once that is done, I mean, the entire workflow is completed. And now when you look for results here, I think the new one is, where is it exactly? Yeah, so this is the one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so this is how it's done. I mean, this is the actual application which I developed. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it for the video. I mean, if you want to look more into that, you can check the n8n's, the workflows which I have pasted as a JSON in my repository, and this is the main repository which contains the actual Next.js code. Yeah, thank you for watching the video, guys. Let me see you in another video. Thank you. Bye.